Momentum for immigration reform has been building since the November 2012 presidential election. In Congress, key members of both the House and Senate say they plan to address immigration reform, and President Obama has expressed his commitment to advance this issue. Comprehensive immigration reform involves addressing collectively several distinct but strongly interconnected policy components that would otherwise pose a considerable challenge if tackled on an individual basis. In order for reform to be effective, the various components of immigration policy must be considered together. Key elements of comprehensive immigration reform are strong border security and enforcement, a reliable system for employers to accurately and efficiently verify the immigration status of their employees, a visa program that adequately addresses our changing workforce needs and which is necessary for advancing our economy, earned legal status for those undocumented individuals who are already living and working in the United States, subject to certain requirements. As it currently stands, our immigration system does not effectively address the country's public policy objectives and economic needs. But the recent recession, continued economic uncertainty, and political dynamics have led to years of inaction by federal lawmakers. While Congress has not meaningfully acted to fix inefficient and inadequate federal immigration laws, state and local governments have enacted numerous measures, creating an unpredictable, burdensome patchwork of compliance obligations for apartment companies and all businesses. We are particularly concerned about those laws which would hold apartment owners and operators responsible for the immigration status of apartment residents, especially those which would require them to verify the status of current or prospective residents. When you speak about immigration reform with a member of Congress or someone on their staff, explain why this issue matters to rental housing providers and to your business. Explain that a comprehensive approach to reform is necessary to improve our immigration system. Components of immigration policy must be considered together because they are inexorably connected. For example, without an accurate, efficient employment verification system based on tamper-resistant identification tools, screening for immigration status will remain vulnerable to fraud, and undocumented employment will continue to challenge border security. Strengthened requirements for verifying the immigration status of employees may be important, but they must be phased in over time, and further improvements to the federal government's E-Verify screening tool are needed. E-Verify has improved, but errors remain with potentially high-stakes implications for both employers and their employees, and the system isn't ready to accommodate a universal employer mandate. Importantly, comprehensive immigration reform at the federal level will help to normalize national immigration policy, creating a disincentive for state and local ordinances that would assign immigration screening responsibilities to rental housing providers. For the first time since 2007, there is a strong push to pass comprehensive immigration reform, and a willingness by some Republicans to work with Democrats will be critical to getting the job done. A bipartisan group of 8 senators has a conceptual proposal, with additional proposals expected in the House. We are working to ensure that the voice of the rental apartment industry is heard as the immigration reform debate moves forward.